Here we go. Hi, y'all. Welcome to our hangout. Hey, Douglas, Jenna, Mark, what's up? Sheila, Aya, welcome, welcome. Where are you calling from? How's the weather? We had, this is, I'm here with Dave. I'm going to introduce him. But I was telling him how we had an incredible storm where I am in the Central Coast in San Luis Obispo area last night. Very unusual for this time of year. It was so dramatic and fun. But this morning, it feels like this quiet after the storm. Looks um, like something was cracked open, and now it's a new landscape.
Like a pause.
Like a pause. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was really fun though. Griselda, hi. Beautiful name. Blue dot in red ocean. Hi. Welcome. It is Wednesday, kind of the Friday of this podcast. So we're doing a happy hour. Called it Hobbit and Gnome Happy Hour because, for those who don't know, we have this whole taxonomy of what I call the kindreds. Um, Turns out all of us humans are some kind of hybrid of elemental beings: fairies, elves, hobbits, gnomes, dwarves, and humans. And I'm a hobbit, and Dave is my good friend, a gnome. And we can talk about that. We can talk about how we're different and how we know I'm a hobbit and you're a gnome. Um, and Dave does the archive for this podcast. I guess it's summaries. What would we call it, Dave? Is it like
Yeah, summaries, mind maps,
mind maps?
vision boards, yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. I get to play with AI. It's a blast. It's so much fun. Um, and every summary takes about an hour, hour and a half, and it's a blast. I love doing it.
Love doing it. Yep. This is what we're going to talk about. Just the fun of we're not using the word service because it's not service. It's just giving. It's just playing together and not having any difference between work and play. Um, and so Dave volunteered to do these summaries, and I don't know. You've done almost like most of I mean, there's so much time because it's like
Yeah,
you watch the podcast itself, which is sometimes, over 2 hours, um, usually more like an hour and a half, and then take another hour to create the summary. It's a lot of work, but you say it's fun.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. I love getting to use AI and then I run I'll copy and paste parts of the summary and put it through ChatGPT and stuff. Incidentally, the Kindreds video was over 4 hours. It was huge. It took so long for, the summary, the AI transcription to come out, like, longer than normal because it was just so much, on that, particular and you did a follow-up too. I would think that one was at least 2 hours of follow-up after I don't know if it was the week after or whatnot, but
Yes,
yeah, that is some of that was like a download for you, right? That was
as a download.
like
Yes,
a flash of brilliance.
Yeah, it's continued to be a download. So, yeah, for those who don't know, it's episode 30, and I forget what else, um, for the 6 hours of the Kindreds. But this is where your work has been so unbelievable because people don't have to listen to the 6 hours. They can just literally go to your summary and look at the transcript if they want. They can, run it through their own AI, and just get the gist. Because the idea in presenting it, this download that keeps occurring, is that it's not mine, right? We share one mind. It's one of us here, and so it came through me, and some other folks, and it's now everybody's. Because my dream is like a gathering of 20 gnomes, and y'all tell us what it is to be a gnome, versus me projecting it. Which we've got a good outline, we've got a really good place to start, but, um, I really think of it as a group project to further define these things. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really great, and we could
That'd be
get,
great.
like a round table, of everyone represented and, everyone could talk about themselves as far as how how they know or when they found out they were what, they were a fairy or they were, a hobbit or whatever.
Yep.
That would be really great, and it would be really great to, like, flesh more of that whole download out and, build on it, expand on it, and, like and also to your point about, everything being free, like, um, we don't have paywalls, this isn't I mean, people can donate. Randolph was my first paid subscriber way back. I mean, it seems like it was months ago, but I think it was June or July. I can't remember. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
But boy, do I miss him. Man, I miss him. Um, but yeah, that
It's fairly it's a very fairy thing to do to kinda come in and come out, we gotta say. So,
yeah, I hope he
they
comes
come back,
back.
but yeah, me too.
I hope he listens sometime
I
and
know,
knows that he's
Randolph.
missed.
Yep, you're not gonna be able to hide from us for long. But yeah, so Dave is, it's this is very typical gnome too, to and really enjoy deep archives, deep dives into things. It's really satisfying, whereas for me, it's like, got the general gist, it's like we're super practical, what's the practical thing, and I'm on to the next thing. Um, but our gnomes are so essential, for our deep divers. So the
Yeah, I love depth. Like, I don't like surface skimming. Like, I can't I don't know, I just like there's so much less meaning, at the top, you have to go down to scuba dive. Sorry, I didn't mean to
scuba
interrupt.
diving is a good phrase for gnomes.
Or archaeology, it's like I have to dig, down,
In the mycelial network.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, like root down.
Yeah, exactly. 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 So it's a good, like, we all complement each other so well, and
Mm,
so Dave and I, with me doing the podcast and him doing the archive, it's like, oh, it's just perfect, you know. And then yeah, the bigger picture is that we all share everything. And this is something that I was writing somebody today. This idea of we have a yesterday on the podcast we were talking about a field directory, right, for all of us, whatever we want to call ourselves, new Earth stewards, people who are creating new systems and living for in alignment naturally. And this field directory, we have beautiful categories. It's in the field guide on my page, but I'm like, well, there's already millions of us. There's already millions of us living in alignment, doing beaming the frequency of this new Earth, right? So how do we capture everybody? How do we? Because really, it's like Dave has a piece, I have a piece, everybody here has a piece, and we will all be part of this field directory. We are all new Earth stewards. It's just happens in waves. So I don't have that figured out because I just have the list of categories, and people are putting folks in the comments. But we need a way for all of us to connect, and I'm proposing that Substack basically become the field guide and become the field directory and create the categories, and that we find each other in here, and have the capability of doing a group meeting that's like 20 of us, 100 of us, so that it's like this is the meeting spot for folks who are already in the new Earth consciousness.
yeah,
Because it's
that's
doing
all.
it in these little bits. It's like, it's great, and we make friends, and we do our project together, but the real project is a enormous group project called Rebuild Everything, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like our impact is limited with the current functionality that Substack gives us. And I think we can get like a critical mass of people all signing or reposting or on that note, and also, I believe that directory is gonna get built out fairly quickly, and people are gonna wanna be doing this. I mean, once you like I said, the whole critical mass point, eventually, it's gonna be so undeniable. And the functionality with Substack is universally, like, people everyone should want this stuff, like, and it will build out the platform. It's like the network effect. Um, the more people that use it, the more people that wanna use it, the more people that get to know how to use it, and it's scalable, like, it's like a social network. So, yeah, this isn't and we're like the innovators. I mean, I you're more of an innovator than I am, but, um, you
We're
know
all innovators.
but
Yes.
we're
Like,
all
that we're
we're
all this is where we're gathering. This is where we are.
right.
So it's like,
This is
let's
and
scale it.
what I said when you and Tyra were on recently. I was like, "This is the best place to be on the internet right now." There's no better place,
Yeah.
being present and mindful and awake and aware,
Yeah.
and, I wanna go back, you said we complement each other. Um, I think that's really, like, where you wanna be as a guy is complimenting and supporting, um, the women, I think, and lending support, lending muscle, excuse me, sorry, um, like lending, um whether it's mental muscle or just physical muscles, I don't know. And I would love to build those cop houses. I would, it seems like a dream to be able to do that, but or I don't know, but eventually, I think we'll be even better networked, and plugged in.
Yeah.
Um, but
Yes, Dave, will you talk about this is the you've had major life upgrades and just enjoying your life so much more. And it's not the word service, right? So what would we call it? But lending, like I love your word, or gifting, or just giving, right? We're this my podcast, right? Everybody who's been on it, we're gifting our tools, we're gifting our hearts, we're gifting our gifts. And then we get so much in return. I've been gifted so much, including your time and your presence. But you've discovered specifically as a man gifting to women, myself, Claudia, many others of us, um, how much your life is blessed. That the
oh, yeah,
return on investment is
it's like
enormous.
more than 10x return, more than
More than
10x
10x
return.
return.
I mean, maybe closer to 100x. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I've been so well taken care of. So, yeah, blessed, gifted, supported, through hard times, um, through trauma, through, other things I can't talk about or don't wanna talk about, but, just really lifted up, encouraged, um,
Yes. Yes,
it's
when the
incredible.
masculine gives to the feminine, yeah, 100x because we will amplify anything you give us. So if you give us stress, we'll amplify your stress. If you give us a gift, we will amplify that gift because that's what we do. That's what the feminine, the body does. Because the you can think of the feminine as the and as the body as of a masculine too. So this is not to sacrifice ever as a man. There's no self sacrifice. The only thing you're really sacrificing is your ego, and that's a good thing to sacrifice because it doesn't exist. And so, but your body, your being, very naturally wants to give, as everybody does. It's and that's after having um, given to yourself. You're not taking anything away from yourself. You're honoring yourself. But then the natural flow goes masculine to feminine, and then back again, 100x and around and around and around, and then everybody's winning, so tremendously. So yeah, you're like work, uh, everything has upgraded in your life, every domain of your life. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, and I almost wanna avoid even saying, like, the reciprocal nature of it with because, like, it seems like I get, like, the way better deal, like, I don't like, that's not reciprocal when I get poured into so much, like, I don't like, I can't say that's reciprocal. I mean, it seems,
No.
it's so much more than reciprocal, like, it's like the more I give, the more I get, the more I wanna give.
Yes.
I don't know if that
This
makes
is
sense,
how
but
abundance works. Yes, it's like
yeah,
because you wouldn't. It's like the tomato plant or the fruit tree or whatever the strawberry seeds. You don't you don't um by planting the strawberry or giving the strawberry and like it has what 100 more seeds on it. You don't um there's nothing taken away. You don't remove a strawberry from the field. It's just amplified and amplified every time you pour into the planting of that strawberry. So that's the toroidal field, the amplified field. That is what the field is. That's what everything is just this expansion of abundance. That's what life is. And so it's getting into that flow, and it's an endless expansion. So yeah, we have this story of scarcity and a story of like zero sum, right? So I give somebody a strawberry, I lose the strawberry. But
Mm.
it's more that there's an endless flow of strawberries, or there's an endless flow of whatever it is you gifted. And so um it's not a one to one, right? It's not two poles that zero each other out. It's a circuit, and
It's a
an
flow.
expanding circuit, and a spiral. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, flow. Yeah.
And it's like
So
a self-reinforcing, not self-reinforcing, but like all the nodes reinforce the other nodes
yeah.
on this complementary.
Yes.
um
Yes, because we're all connected.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you do something to one person and other people give it back, or that person gives it back,
Yes.
it's all like a collective.
It's a collective. Yes, yes. Gifting begets gifting. And this is the reality we can live in, like, now, as soon as we let go of the old story of scarcity. And for those who don't know, we implemented this gift coin idea that's posted um, in the field guide, and we're looking for developers to have a money system that's a transition over to a sharing economy where it mimics, there's biomimicry inside the coin mechanism, so that it amplifies every time there's a gift versus accruing debt. So um this is the new way. This is the old way, the ancient way, and the new way, which is to having woken up from the spell of scarcity. So yeah, and it's really good to talk about the practical example in your life, because it can sound like theory, and we haven't lived it. Most people haven't lived it. We just go to work and zero out our energy, instead of play and watch it amplify. So will you talk about like how specifically it's amplified? What that 100, that what did you say, 100x?
Yeah, I would say so, at least.
Mhm.
um I think the richness and the depth of the relationships I've been able to have has, um has enriched my life so much. I've gotten new friends at work, a lot of really amazing women I work with at work. I wouldn't have expected that. Like, I mean, there's so many unexpected blessings that, that have, just blown me away. I can't explain how they happen or why. I mean, I don't know if that has more to do with living in alignment, like you like to say. Um, but, yeah, I mean, I've yeah, and yeah, I'm kinda at a loss for words. I don't know, you might
No,
have
no,
to
it's
ask me another
beautiful.
question.
Yeah, I mean, it's good enough. It's like, you've shared with me, it's literally every domain of your life. So yeah, relationships, work, like literally making money, everything. And it was a funny thing when Dave got a new job. I was like, well, expect before this happened. I was like, expect like big money dumps, just because I could feel it. It's like when somebody's in the flow, we just know. And that's what we should all expect as we get into the flow at scale. Like, there's a big wealth transfer on its way. But Dave was like, he didn't respond. And then sure enough, it was like days later. You're like, I got this enormous tip, and like it was like more money than you'd made in a long time.
Yep.
It's not necessarily about the money; it's just the energy, right? So the energy of gift is going to amplify the energy of gift.
Mhm.
So that's it. Then you're in that frequency, and it's an inevitability. It's like I would have bet everything on it. I still
Yeah,
will.
the old flagging job, it was hourly, and this current delivery job is got a base pay and then, and then tips and mileage on top of that because I use my own car. And, like, I've had, weeks where I've worked, like, 60 hours, like, and, done so much better than the hourly old job,
Yeah.
but, I mean, they'll give me they'll give me 60 hours a week if I wanted to, but I have to be careful,
Yeah.
because I kinda get burned out, but, like, there's so much more opportunity, like, that literally opened up over probably, like, 3 or 4 days when you didn't hear from me,
Yeah.
'cause and there was a lot of fear I had to work through too, because 'cause I'm like, "I don't know what I'm gonna do, I don't I gave up this job and quit because it wasn't safe, and there was a lot of unsafe situations happening on the road and with coworkers that weren't prepared for their work and didn't come with walkies and, were working around corners and up hills, and I'm like, "You gotta." Anyway, I don't like depending on other people for
Mhm.
especially men, unfortunately. Not all men, but, and so now it's like you said, it's more in alignment and there's more opportunities. There's no real cap on my income, even though, I mean, yeah, tips, some people tip like $20 for a pizza delivery, and it's like, wow, that's really generous, and
Yeah.
other people don't tip at all, so it all sort of evens out, and but it's on average probably a good deal more than I was making flagging.
Yeah.
Um, so
And you're having so much more fun and meeting people and
oh yeah, it's a
being flirted
blast.
with.
It's a blast. It's a blast. I've got such great coworkers, and they feel safe with me, um, and there's so much joy and laughter that's come into my life.
Yeah.
Um,
This is
it's
it. I mean, you've opened up, like, hanging out with women. Men should tune in because, like, every all the women wanna hang out with Dave because you are safe and kind and you give and you're not in the practice of taking from extracting from us. It's the opposite. And so women just come up and, like, give you their number because they feel safe and they know and they can energetically feel it. So, what's your advice to men who wanna hang out with women? Because secretly, men, you wanna hang out with women. You might pretend, because all of manhood is built on, competing and not showing your feelings and treating women like objects and all this bullshit that we're all so over, um, when really we all just wanna hang out together and have fun. And, so what would be your, like, tips for men?
stay open,
Mhm.
stay present. Don't try to pull attention. Don't try to make it. Um, I don't know.
Make it about you?
Um, yeah, don't make it about me. Like it's not about me. Show interest in others. Be curious. Ask questions. Keep it light and fun and easy.
Yes,
Try
which
not to
you
get
are
too
curious,
serious.
right? You
Yeah,
are curious. You actually wanna know. Yes,
yeah,
yes. It
and
and, like,
ask.
it's like, admit it. You wanna you know, you wanna you wanna know more. You
I
wanna be
do.
around more.
Yeah, absolutely. It's intriguing. Um I don't know, it's kinda seductive, it kinda sucks you in, it's like, what's going on over here? Because all these women are happy and having a lot of fun, and, like, I wanna be a part of it, and I wanna find out how I fit,
Yeah,
and you guys have been you ladies have, shown me what I can do, how I can help, and, it's a lot of fun, like, this is so much fun, and it's light, and it's not heavy.
it's not heavy. No, we literally just have a good time. Um, and it's good practice for I'm not gonna speak for all women, but for myself and, some of the other women I know that it's like to get used to asking men for things because we're used to being disappointed. um, and and it's like incredible to have a man who's like, "What can I do for you? What do you need?" And it's so I'm still practicing like, "Oh yeah, Dave might be able to help with this." And then I've had other men come in and be so helpful. Douglas, you're here. So many other men, um, and really showing up and honor and like being of service.
And
Again, I
Evan
don't love that
too.
word, but it is. It is. It is. It is. It's a. It's. It's, you could say, a heart of service, but it doesn't feel like, because we have a story of service as being a sacrifice. So as long as you don't think of service as sacrifice, it can work. But there's no cost. It's literally no cost to you. It's only gain. But because we have a world where men are like the first oppressed, with like, you're just treated as an object to work for, and like you're just a money making machine. You're just, that's it.
Like a
Um,
machine.
a machine in general, yeah. Um, like, oh my God, so much empathy there. But then you come to women as a depleted person and try to extract more from us. And really, the idea
It's
is
not
to go
gonna
the other
work.
way. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
it's not. It hasn't worked. We have a system of patriarchy that has sapped everybody. You know,
Yeah.
and it's not really
Every
matriarchy. It's just switching the flow for the masculine to give to the feminine, and then everybody
mm,
wins, 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 wins.
right. Everybody, like, blossoms and opens up, and new opportunities kind of fall into your lap, and, yeah, it's so there's so many unexpected things, like I said. Um,
Yep,
it's great.
it's great. It's great, and it literally is just having fun together. Yeah, and we have so much fun. Like, we open up, and you help us so much, right? Like, I've told you this so many times, but your organization of my very nonlinear podcast and is uh is so great. It's like it helps me. It's like, oh yeah, that is the theme, and that is a really good thing to remember. And um it helps for anybody who wants to learn, and however way they want to learn. They want to just sit and have feel like they're part of a conversation like this, the oral ways of doing it, or if they want to read it and get that very linear download, either are available. So it rounds out the feminine, like the masculine complements the feminine. Everyone is so complementary. We've had it competitive. We've had it competitive. There's competition. The story of separation, division, and competition has gotten us nowhere because it has nothing to do with reality. Reality is we're complementary. So it's just been fun to like feel the two energies together as friends. That's the other thing, is like, women are just sexualized by men, and that we're seen as the, if you can if you can conquer the woman kind of thing. Um, but that's like off the table. That's just not part of the case. And then we can just have fun. You know what I mean? That there's no agenda in the friendship. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
men consider, like taking that out and just enjoying the presence of women, not having bringing an agenda to the table,
Yeah.
and women too. Yeah. Cool.
There was a comment that I
Yes.
saw.
Let's look.
I don't know how far back I can go and see
Rain
it,
and
but,
elevation. I'll take a look. Hey, Ron.
there
What
was
just
something Ron
rain?
said. Sorry,
Okay.
about you.
Um, Douglas says, during the early days of the counterculture, late 60s, the field directory was published as the Whole Earth Catalog. Oh, that's right. I remember that. The Whole Earth Catalog used by millions. Yes, yes, yes. My stepfather, Cecil, gave me one of those. I have one in storage somewhere. Um,
Was
it was
that
like a
from the
magazine
'60s?
thing. Yeah, it's very 60s. I mean, this is really what we need, right? We need like, and this is what I keep thinking, like Substack is, because really the whole network is the field guide and the field directory, right? Where everybody is converted into just somebody in the gift economy, right? We all just enter the gift economy and from the old dead economy. Um, and really it's just sharing, right? We're just sharing. We're already sharing and we're already rolling with it and it's already here. But we just need to like make it official. You know what I mean? Where like a platform says, we will be the first hub in the gift economy. Here's how to gift very easily. Here's a directory of everybody giving away their information, their knowledge, here, and then make it really easy for us to do that. And the invitation is for Substack to do it, but of course it's just the first node in the whole network being that. But so that everything online, the new internet, and which is really just the converted current internet. Um, and everything on in the 3D is the whole Earth catalog. And it is everybody's in service and everybody's just having fun and gifting what they love to do. I mean, it's so simple. We don't need much. We literally just need, somebody to just just turn the nozzle, you know. Um but I love that. Yes, it's like I'm having Helena Norberg Hodge on Monday. Um it's going to be Tuesday in her time. Um she is a Western woman who's done there's a lot of she's promoted localization and just gift economies in small in places all over the world. She started in Asia and I think it was Thailand. It was very like John Jandai's community, um, and just promoted like this is how it needs to be. This is how it needs to be, and so it's localization and decentralization, but also all connected. So there's a centralized place, which is the whole internet, that is in service, that just serves. Um, so it's this total localization and total globalization in one catalog.
Is that on Monday?
That's on Monday. Yeah, it'll be
Awesome.
not remembering the time. I'll post it, but I think it's like 7 o'clock my time. So it's noon her time. But I'll post it. Yeah.
That'll be a
Uh,
good one.
it'll be a good one. Ron says, if somebody gives me a goji berry in reality, they've given me several plants. Exactly. And each one of those plants is an endless supply of plants. S- That's it. That's the 100x.
Yeah, that was the comment I saw that I wanted to highlight.
Okay, good. Um, Absolutely. And Ron's going to be on the 6th. Ron and I had a almost 2-hour conversation yesterday, Ron, about, oh my gosh. I mean, talk about like endless abundance. Ron is not an official engineer, but he's an engineer and knows everything about like, um, what would we call them, Ron? Like, I mean, you have all the phrases, engines that never die, free energy systems, um, just like the most efficient way to build our mechanics. Um, we can convert all the cars into machines that never run out, the machines that never die. It's all, planned obsolescence in everything we have. And we've got all the formulas and everything. And now the system is so flooded, like there's still a lot of people in security building these in obscurity building these things, but Ron knows everybody. Ron is gonna fill the directory um for folks in tech and mech kind of thing. Um, but we're at that juncture point where they can't suppress us anymore. Like here we are, and the directory is already being made, and so it's like it's not a as Oracle says, it's not a surrender, it's a convergence. It's like just old world systems just converge with us because
Mm.
it's not a battle. We're not warring. It's just everybody's going to win. We were looking for that convergence. So Substack converge with the leaders here, Bitcoin converge with Giftcoin, right? Men converge with women. um, Free energy and endless engine life engineers merge with Detroit engineers, right? Converge with Detroit engineers. That's all we're talking about. And I'm just like I'm always scanning the field like who's the best who's the person in tech in wherever who's gonna announce that convergence, and I'm betting on Substack, and I've got that Substack ticket ready to post, which is like here's your invitation. Substack, be the platform of the people, converge with us by giving us these things, and assuring no corruption. Now they may already like here's the thing about corruption is it can be converted, right? They can see the light and let go of the agenda of their venture capitalists or the private equity firms that bought them up if that happened. Seems like it did, but anyway, it doesn't. It's like you're not going to win in the old world. The only winners are the ones who are promoting everybody winning because that's actually the only win. Everybody's learning the zero sum game. You don't actually win anything. Even in sports, it's like, okay, you won the World Series. Okay. Did you win anything? Really? Did you? Did you? Or was it just a chintzy trophy and some attention temporarily and really maybe some money that what are you going to do with? What are you going to do with if nobody else can play with you? So unless everybody's winning, nobody's winning. Unless everybody's free, nobody's free. We're all getting that now, and it's time to converge. So,
You know,
Marty, how are you?
you have a lot of brilliant insights. You should do live streams.
Listen, it's not. It's our mind. Thank God I'm doing it with you because I don't. I tell you, it doesn't. It.
Mhm.
I need others to catalyze it, and we need each other because we are remembering together. We are being our brilliant selves together. It's a together thing. um, Nothing special over here. Um, So, and this is really it. It's like it's really just unlock. It's like finally we need us all unlocked.
Mhm.
Oh
And
my God, like
unfettered.
untethered. We are all creative geniuses. We are all brilliant. We are all full of like just genius ideas.
Like teaming with it.
Oh my God, teaming with it. We are each of us teaming with it. We are all like gardens of glory. Like I mean,
And we just need the right environment and the right people around us and the right
yes.
support, and, like, we're off to the races.
We're off to the races. Exactly. Exactly. And we're all the right support when free. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm. Right.
yeah. And all of the struggling billionaires, who are just so miserable,
Mhm.
they're our um they're our juice, right? Like their funds would give us life, right? And then we
I
would give
mean,
because that's what it is. It's giving life, right? They would give us life. We would give them so much life. Like
a
here's whole community. Here's all the healing you need. Here's all this love, and you're a
all it
testament
would
to that.
take all it would take was one to defect, that's it.
One, one.
One, just one, and then it's like dominoes.
It's dominoes. It's dominoes. It's dominoes. We've been seeing it. I'm betting on Jack Dorsey, but I'm open to it being anybody. Chris Best, you're on the list.
They're gonna give us what we want, I'm
They're
telling you,
gonna
they're gonna
This
give
is
us
it. Well, this is it. This is it. It's inevitable anyway. It's already done anyway. We already know it's over.
decreed
So
it.
we've decreed it. It's over. It's so over. It's literally just the guy. It's the guy who's gonna be. I wrote my calling in post. I haven't named it yet, but it's now I have media men I'm calling in, the muscle guys to just go to the sites, and then Jack to be our go-to guy digitally. But it's like any one of those guys just goes, "Yes, my I pledge allegiance to everyone and not to empire," you know? And it's not even pledging allegiance, it's just like, here's my I'll show up for us instead of me. I'll show up for us instead of money. Um, and then the whole crew is there. So I have that post ready to go probably today, maybe tomorrow, but probably today. Both of them, the call out to Substack and then the calling in of everybody.
And there's, like, unnamed people too, because we don't even know who we're calling yet. Like,
Yes.
some the people are gonna be waking up and gonna
Yeah.
wanna be a part of this, and, even, rich and powerful people are gonna be like, "Oh, they're doing something over there that's really unmistakable," and they're
Unmistakable.
gaining
Undeniable.
traction.
Yes. And it's fun. It's because it's real. Because
Yeah,
we're just
authentic.
being authentic people, yeah. Like Netta Faye sells it like true self, right? True
Right.
self
True
is
self
so
society.
compelling. Yes, it's a true self society. Everybody's just real. And I tell you, aren't we there already where authenticity is the only currency? It's the only thing anybody
Right,
wants anymore. Like
right.
who wants any of the other
Who
shit?
wants fake?
Who wants fake? Who wants even like most of arts and entertainment? It's like,
And
you know,
social media, a lot of
social
it.
media. Yep. Yep.
It's like
We're just
we're
over
done
it.
with the con. We're done with the con.
We're done with the con, nobody believes it. Yep, yep, absolutely. We're all
And it's not
and
sustainable.
it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. And this whole rapture talk on TikTok and the rapture that is happening now. It's us. It's us. We're the rapture. It's here. It's here. It's not over somewhere else. It's not, we're not levitating. We are vibing with the frequency of
Right.
authenticity and realness and new
Because
earth and
because
this and just being here together.
we're the
Yeah.
people we've been waiting for our whole
We're
lives.
we're the people we've been waiting for our whole lives. Turns out.
Turns out.
Turns
Surprise,
out.
surprise.
Right. Yes, we've been looking out for the one who's gonna save us, and we've been looking out for the one who's gonna hurt us. Turns out it was both of us. It was still us.
Turns out we look in the mirror and we're like, "Oh, look at
Yeah,
that person."
it was quite an adventure we went on. If you're interested, the guy with the 10 million-mile engine is Sky Huddleston. Okay, yeah, Ron's putting a list together for us, of all these incredible people who have created, oh, I've got little creatures out. Spidey, big Spidey, um, who've created all these. Sorry, I get distracted by animals. So I get the
Okay,
frogs out here. I get the birds.
okay,
I got a big spider. I
we're
gotta
fine.
stop everything. There's an adorable spider. um, this list of incredible engineers, right? Who like it's like, and this is it, right? So here's our funding. Here's free energy devices, machines that last forever, right today. Today, we just convert, and like, how much fun would the dwarves of the world, have in converting their trucks? You know what I mean? Like, how much fun? Ron was talking about how engines are so inefficient. Like everything we do is so inefficient because we have to create middlemen to the natural flow, right? In order to make money. It's the elaborate enslavement system. It's so inefficient, so stupid.
Mhm.
Um, so money's the dumbest thing I ever heard. So it create this thing versus engines can be so simple. He said like they could be taken out in 3 minutes and like repaired in no time. It's like all engines are just dumb. And imagine all the blueprints are out there, right?
Open source.
And Sky and Ron are on a live stream with a bunch of other guys, and they're just talking about, and they're doing a live demo of how to replace your engine, and everybody knows how to do it. And all over the world, we've got 1 million engines in one afternoon replaced with efficient ones.
Like John Jandai and houses
Yes,
being built,
exactly,
like a
exactly.
open source community.
Open source community, exactly. And exactly, and then just imagine it's like, that's what the internet is. Instead of it extracting your attention to get you to buy something else, it's just people sharing wisdom in whatever way, right? Sharing their lives, just having fun sharing their lives, and then we all learn from each other.
Yeah, like a
And
contribution network,
contribution network. Yep, yep. The whole Earth catalog, everything is just that's what
like at our
the web
fingertips.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've been calling it the web. I want to call it the web instead of the network. Network. First, we're caught in a net and we're working. No, thank you. And even internet, it's like we're not in a net. We're not caught. We're in a web, and it's an open web.
Well, you saw a spider for a reason.
I saw a spider for a reason. I learned from Ron yesterday too that the ancient ways were to put stakes in the garden, um, in a very strategic ways so that spiders could build webs to catch all the bugs
Oh,
so that they don't get into the plants. That these ecosystems are so now I have a lot of spiders on my beautiful flowering plants. I leave them be. I leave them be. I clean them on my little where I inhabit gently, but otherwise I love having the spiders. So this one I saw today is because I haven't cleaned spider webs for a while actually. Yeah. I clean them on my gutters, but
a while back you talked about Indra's web, was it? Can you tell me more
Mhm.
about that?
Yeah, Indra's web is the um, Hindu metaphor for analogy for what the web is. That so it's a lattice, a beautiful, imagine just like a beautiful shimmering lattice, because that's what we are. We're just air and light. um, and liquid. We're all the elements, right? But it looks like a gossamer shimmering web where with a million crosshatches, and at every single connection point, there is an eyeball. So the the um, message is that everything is conscious because it is. There isn't really an it. Right? I've noticed with my language, I I'm working to not put like it or the language, although it's good for some things, but it's us. It's us language. And we the one, there's one web and there is one body, there is one mind. So that which is conscious, that which is looking out of our eyes is the same consciousness that's looking out of your eyes, is looking out of the spider's eyes, is looking out of the tree's eyes. And that consciousness lives inside of all this form, this web. And each node is like a tree, is part of that web. And then the roots of that tree are the gossamer threads, and the tree next to that other tree is another node or another eyeball, right? Just channels inside of this web. So you are a node or a channel, I am a node or a channel, and imagine endless multidimensional gossamer web that also moves in toroidal fields and spirals and lines. It's just an endless moving circuitry. Um, and it's alive, it's embodied, right? It's an eyeball. So you can think of like your whole body as an eyeball. It's a sensory organism that sees and feels, that has form inside of this enormous net. So I like to say it's like Indra's net or Indra's web and Gaia's garden, you know, which is one, right? But there's form, it's the form and the formless version, or you could say the masculine. So Indra is a masculine word and Gaia is a feminine word. So Gaia's garden is the form and Indra's web is um the formless. And so the post where I'm talking about rebuilding heaven on earth is called now the web in the garden, which is the invisible web and the visible garden, right? And they're all connected. We know that the biology is all connected, right? I have a new pancreas every day. I have a whole new cellular structure every 7 years, but the energetic form, the invisible, the energetic, the formless is the same, right? I have a particular quality as this eyeball in the net or in the web. So it's one big web. There's a side of it. I've sometimes talked about it being two sides. And Evan told me about this I forget what culture it comes from, but it's called the Janus, and it's the masculine and the feminine. I've seen and felt this way, the masculine and the feminine back to back. So I've called it like two sides of the same coin. So the web is the invisible side and the garden is the visible side, or the masculine is the one side and the feminine is the other side. So the Janus, it's the feminine and masculine faces facing two different ways. Janus. And I'm like, "Oh, yes, I've literally felt that, like, in my body, that there's, like, the masculine side of me is on the back side, and that there's an actual man there." Um, anyway, and then it's, like, our body and mind, so the feminine goes first in the sense that, it's not superior, it's just like if this body, if this Janus figure is moving, the feminine is moving first, and the masculine's got her back. And when I talk about um, honoring like embodiment, I'm talking about like here's this pure awareness that we all are in the body. That mind, the one mind, serves the body. So the body gets hungry, and the mind is meant to go, hey, remember what you have you've got this and this and this in the cabinet in the fridge, right? So, and then Dave is talking about like here's these women, and I back them up, right? It's really like backup is a good phrase, right? Because it's not really serve, and just in backing us up, right? But you're not sacrificing your own body, right? Your body, your being wants to help out, but it's like where's the position? The masculine is in position of supporting the feminine, or lifting the feminine, or feeding the feminine, literally feeding the body, right? So but it goes for you in your own life as a masculine body. Same thing. Your body gets hungry. That's your feminine, and your masculine is like, oh, here's what's in the fridge, right? So it works individually, and then it works at scale. And then we have this larger idea of Ender's web and Gaia's garden. Um, it's kind of how I see it, right? And the feminine needs to go first because that's the point of God as pure oneness, as pure consciousness. We got bored and we were like, let's make form. Let's pretend we're separate. Let's play in a diverse forms so in order to explore ourselves, right? Explore ourselves. Um, so there's one of us, but we're in diverse form. And so the point of the formless is to explore form, right? And so we feed the feminine, we feed form, just like feeding the garden, right? And the form grows, and it just is this endless beautiful cycle. Um, so because it's like, you know, there I just flashed to these books on elemental creatures that I read about because after the download of like the fairies and elves and everything, I was like, how is it that human beings merged with energetic beings? Anyway, I sort of explored the reality of energetic beings in the elemental realms, and that there's beings of every kind in all these different realms. And so I read these books by Tanis Hellawell, who spent a summer with some leprechauns. and the leprechauns and the fairies and things, they love to get offerings, like to be given drink and food and things, and they can get the essence of it. But there's a real desire, at least on the leprechaun's part, for being in form, because it's like that's where the fun is. Like, to get to be able to, like, eat it for real, right? Chew on something, be in a full body, right? A three-dimensional body. And so somehow we have this crazy idea that spiritual is in the formless, and we've neglected the form, when really the formless in us would very much like to fully explore the form. And so um and the feminine, right? So we're it's really like, instead it's in this ascending idea, it's also descending. It's a full descent into the body and into the feminine and into Gaia and into earth and into nature. That's how we become whole beings, the full garden, the full self. Oh my gosh, that was a that was a mouthful.
I think you're talking about convergence again,
That's convergence. Yes. Exactly. Convergence, convergence, convergence. Yes. Yes. Yes.
like the physical and the spiritual.
Physical and the spiritual, which is here. Like, it's already converged. We just have a story that it isn't. Right. So it's like, here we are. Here we are as this pure formless awareness that doesn't die. It's immortal. Like, you don't die. The body dies. And here's the form. That's it. Here we are. And we just show up fully in this moment, drinking water when we feel like drinking water, talking to friends when we feel like talking to friends, going outside when we feel like going outside, playing, and there we go. That's the answer. It's so simple. It cannot be studied. You know? It cannot be studied. It can only be realized. It can only be remembered, you know?
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah. And we're remembering right now. I say these words and it's like, or you remind me, and like Oracle reminded me. It was like I was thinking about this party, and I was like, she was like, "You're thinking too much. Like, remember, have fun." I was like, "All right, that's right. And to have fun, of course." That's all it is. Right. Right. So I'll remind you, you remind me. So simple. Literally, what do you want for lunch? Who do you like hanging out with? This is really fun. I really liked hanging out with John. I really like hanging out with Oracle. I really like hanging out with Dave. It was really fun to talk to Ron. I can't wait to see the demo of the simple engines. You know what I mean? Like, and I can't wait to watch the men in my life who love mechanics see Ron's demo. And I can't wait for the demo of Giftcoin to be done, and the billionaire who is looking for that vehicle to donate his money because he gets that he can't take it with him, sees it and donates it. Like, I'm like, it's just that simple, you know? It's like, who's having fun? Who's most like a child, you know?
Who's doing the most play?
Who's doing the most play? Because that's the most real, that's the most authentic, that's the most true, that's the most attractive and magnetic, and that's the
And they're
only thing that's gonna win.
and they're most comfortable doing that play, and they don't care how it looks or how it appears. They're just happy to play.
Yep, exactly, exactly, exactly. We're just happy to play, and
And
that's
play
how
is just
everything
so
has been
uncommon.
discovered. Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry.
yeah. No, no, no. I'm talking to Ron. It's like not an official engineer, but like the amount of things he's discovered and the amount of it's all through play,
Yeah.
right? All discoveries or
Yeah.
you know were done through play.
The creative insight comes from play and experimentation and imagination, and those things get, like, schooled out of us through rote memory and, like,
All by
memorization, like,
design.
no, 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 we're not doing that.
No.
We're gonna be creative, we're gonna imagine, we're gonna love, we're gonna play and have fun. I mean, you're not gonna school this out of us anymore.
No, no, we're done. We're
And this
done.
isn't something we're doing by rote, we're doing because it's fun and we enjoy it and it feels good.
Yes, yes, exactly. It well, and this is the thing. Every every aspect of um I don't know, what do we want to just Western culture, but it's more than Western culture. It's the the colonized mind, right? Is got to go. It just has nothing to do with reality. It isn't how we work. So all of school, all the institutions, they all got to go and just be composted. We can use them for parts.
Yeah, and they are, I mean, it's like real-time collapse,
Real time collapse.
there's so much lost trust in our institutions because they're corrupted, you know?
Yeah.
I wanna read Ron's comment. I know there's probably other comments, but he says, "Most of most of really good things you learn are not in structured environments." Yeah,
Yeah. Yes. Structured environment exactly. Structured like a prison camp.
yeah,
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
school you're forced to go to.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. We
How are you
decree
doing?
the dissolution of schools. Good. It's consumption. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Richard. Hi, everybody. Love the eye metaphor. Heard you offer it last year, but didn't get it till last week. Thanks for repeating it. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's a good one. And it's good. Yeah, it's like my invitation is always to avoid the studying thing to go up in the head. It's because it's not something to study. It's something to remember and feel. Really, is actually I have a whole. Dave, maybe you remember the name of the number of the episode. It's the biofield exploration or something, where I literally, I think it's I use the toroidal field, and we do a I started calling them explorations instead of meditations. So you come into the body and really feel the field. A lot of my meditations they all do this to some extent. But I want you to to feel the Indra's web sensation. Like feel that you are a node in this shimmering web, because it's a very direct sensation. um can you feel that your whole body acts like a sensory organ? It is a sensory organ. It is an eye that sees and feels. It's like it's sensing and feeling everything. um and then the connectedness, right? That if these meditations bring you into the body and then through the body to feel the web, to feel the endless antenna and connective thread of everything. There's no that there's you can feel directly that there's no separation. So, the web image is the closest I found to the direct sensation of that, that everybody has access to that's here right now. And my meditations, which I will say this again for anybody who hasn't heard it. Adyashanti says we're either meditating or manipulating ourselves. So meditation is not manipulation. It's not, there's no struggle. It's just hanging out, just being and sensing the connectedness that's here. So feel free to explore those
I can
meditations for people.
and noticing.
Noticing. Yeah, exactly. Noticing and feeling. So so not fancy.
I
Um,
got those Alex Gray, cards about the sacred mirrors. I
yeah.
wish I could find them and show them, but I don't have them right on hand, but there's some really deep stuff about the toroidal field, and that episode, when I summarized it, it was so powerful. I was like, "I have never seen this anywhere, like, I have never seen this kinda content anywhere," and I think it's in the 20s of your episode, I think it's, like, 26 or 27, I don't have it in front of me, I'm just kinda going by, I don't know, a sense of it, but I think it's in the 20s. Um, but yeah, it's up on Gnome Front, but you might have to go back a ways, and I know you have it posted on yours too. But that's definitely an episode people need to go back and watch, especially, I mean, it might be a good, I mean, it's kinda deep, but, like, as far as, you were talking about orientation for new people coming in,
Yeah.
that's definitely, I mean, there's a whole handful, a lot of great, places for people to learn,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
when you get that, if it's a page or whatever, or page of videos or, orientation, but
Yep. Yep. We gotta make those categories, Dave, of like what episodes cover what, you know what I mean? It's like if
Mhm.
you're looking for a embodiment meditation, if you're looking to whatever, um, Dave's page is really good at, so just go to the Gnome Front, you're gonna see everything, but, um, I've been meaning to create a better orientation to, like, when folks land on my page or land on the field guide. It's like, "Go here for this, go here for this, go here for this." Um, but yeah, the everything we have so much healing and, like,
Mhm.
so many incredible guests, everybody who's been on
Yeah,
is just, I mean, incredible.
yeah,
Um, so, everything you need for healing,
yeah,
we've
you've
got
got
it.
a growing body of work. I mean, every day you do a live stream is another layer on top of another stack layer,
Yep.
and, there is
Keep
so
it
much
stacked, as
work.
they say. Yep.
It's stacked, yeah, it's
Yep.
stacked and layered, and, it's an education, or like a re-education of, like, an unlearning and a relearning and a remembering of the things that have been disembodied that need to be re-embodied. Um,
Yep. 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 Exactly, and we'll we're to me, it's like we're just a node in the network that will be just, like, unfathomable, like, when everybody's connected and untapped, do you know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, like, we won't be able to like, even come close to, experiencing the abundance that will
it'll
be
be like
unleashed.
limitless potential.
Limitless potential, limitless gift, like, more than you could ever want of everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like, the
yeah.
abundance will just be flowing in all directions.
All directions. Yes, yes, yes. And we're the only question we're gonna have is, like, what incredible thing do I wanna listen to today? What incredible person do I wanna meet? And food and like, where travel or whatever, because
We'll get
it's our birthright.
we'll get in our hovercrafts
Our
or our
hovercrafts.
butterflies.
Yep, exactly, and it's not fantasy, it's not delusion, this is a remembrance. The delusion is in the current story, right? That's delusion, there is no separation, there are no countries, there are no this was all the hallucination. As a psychologist, I can vouch for it. It's a mass delusional disorder that we have all been a part of.
And everybody needs to ask themselves the question you, like, posit every time, pretty much every episode. Who would we be without our stories?
Yep.
And get in touch with that person, because, like, that's the person you truly authentically are.
Yes. Yes, yes, exactly, exactly, and that story that is in your bones that's
Yeah.
waiting to come out, is oh my god, it's
It's
a
like pregnant to
100x.
come out. Yeah,
Yes, 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 it's 1,000x, it's limitless potential. So, yeah, yeah,
exponential.
um, exponential, exponential. Yeah, Danielle was gonna be on today. She wasn't feeling well, so Dave stepped in. She'll be on, I think it's gonna be not next week, but the following week, to talk about she has a preschool, the Liberated Littles, and it's how do we set up, life for children where their limitless potential and their, integration in everything is set up, and they just have fun all day and they learn through play. She's figured it out, and it's like how every I feel about everybody. It's like give Danielle all the money. Child-centered schooling. It's not schooling. It's just living with with everything available, and then these kids become I mean, just incredible. Like we really are going to have to rewrite everything we think we know about who we are as beings, what's possible in this world. It will show us like such levels of heaven that we will have to all we need all new stories. Like all the old movies and everything, they're just not gonna hold up. We'll be like, why would we tell this limiting, terrible romance story or this harrowing tale of having to fight demons? And it's like,
A
no.
sacrifice.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it'd be kind of fun, like to have them as old stories, but new
Relic.
story is, yeah. Well, like, it's like it'll be very nostalgic, like, "Well, we used to believe we were enemies. We used to believe in enemies."
Right. And the separation story.
The separation story, yeah, there was a bad guy in the other end of the world. Yeah. Ron says, "I'll put this on the directory. I modeled a small hovercraft." There we go. That would fit in the bed of a trick pickup truck. There we go.
Mobile hovercraft.
Mobile hovercraft, exactly. Let's get Ron all the like, who, like, tell me Elon wouldn't wanna know this and, like, give Ron all the money to make hovercrafts together, you know? It's like convergence, convergence. So, yeah,
Yeah.
advertise it, right, Ron? We're gonna exactly, put it in the field directory. I still don't know what to do about that field directory because I know it's gonna be thousands of us. It already is hundreds. So now we're gonna get to thousands quickly. It's like, I'm not good at admin. And it's not gonna fit on this one post. So I have the categories, but I'm like, "How do we do it?" And that's why I'm asking Substack to do it. You know what I mean? So right now it's like put it all in the comments, but even I was gonna go put everybody I've had on the podcast in the categories, but I'm like, already that's cumbersome and already like I don't know. So I don't have the answer of like how to do it. I just have the categories and everybody's putting names in the comments and I'm saying everybody I've had on the pod. Um and really everybody I follow, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't know.
What about like a Google form or something where people can just submit their own
Oh, that's a
name
good
and
idea.
have it
An
populate
open loop.
yeah, like open.
Right.
Although yeah, I don't know, it's just an idea. Just came to
Okay.
me. But
Well, you might, I mean, you're the
we
archive
can
guy. You might, the
talk more
resource
about it.
directory might be,
Yeah.
yours to navigate. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll think about it. But yeah, for now, put it in, it's on the field guide and we'll capture everything there, and organize it some way, some way
And we
so
can
that we
talk more about it, and you could
we'll talk
talk
more
more
about it.
about it on your pod, and maybe
Yeah.
there's people that have better ideas than mine. I'm sure there are. Sure
Exactly.
there are.
I proposed it. Yeah, when I posted yesterday's pod, I asked for help. I was like, "How do we do this?"
Yeah,
So,
we
and
have
how do
to
we do it that's really easy to navigate and that like, yeah, several people could organize it or administer it because it's just not going to be my job. So,
yeah, someone will be
so
good at it. I
somebody
know someone,
somebody will
and
figure it
someone
out.
will step up.
Yeah, exactly. And this is how we do it now, right? We just toss it's like we need this and we're all working together. So,
It's like you said about how you handed the ball to Evan and he created a gift coin in a day, and then he
yes.
handed the ball back to you.
hand the ball back to me. And then we got several people, some folks here, where it's like, hand the ball to them, hand the ball to them.
Yeah, right.
Yep. So
It's like
I'm handing the ball
handoff.
of like how to organize the directory to both Substack and to y'all. And we'll see. And whatever you come up with, let me know. Yeah. I'm just the spider in the middle of the web of this web, going like,
Yeah,
and then you're the spider in the middle of yours, and we'll weave these things together for sure. Okay,
this
cool.
was really great.
This is so fun. So fun to see your face, Dave, and to hang out. Everybody go follow Dave, get on the gnome front. Yeah, beautiful other posts too, not just posts of my episodes. Lovely insights and just fun guy to hang out with. And
Thank
really,
you.
like, Dave, would you say you're available to support men in their liberation, their
Yeah,
transition?
I gotta get a summary to you and a picture for you.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't done that yet, but soon.
Soon. Okay, cool. So, but could men reach out to you if they're looking for some support? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Yeah. We're helping each other, healing each other here. So, what's
Yeah,
up, Bob? We're about to head off. But I'll be back on Monday with Helena Norberg Hodge. Um, and Tuesday I have Margaret on the show, Margaret Williams, was here. And I'm gonna be on Margaret's podcast tomorrow at 10 a.m. I don't think we're live streaming though. Margaret, if you're still here, let me know. But I don't think so. But that will be fun. Margaret and we'll see what we talk about. I think my guess is we're gonna open it up. We're gonna talk about self-harm, and why folks self-harm. And I would say, I already want to say, like, the whole place is set up as harmful. So no wonder we self-harm. But um, we're in liberation mode now. And so Margaret will be here next week, Tuesday, and Abby will be here Wednesday, which I can't wait for. So really beautiful next week. The following week, we've got Ron on Monday, Danielle on Tuesday or Wednesday, and yeah, I'll post all of that when I solidify it. But looking forward to next couple weeks, and then I've got these other posts that I'll post about the placement orders and the IT ticket to Substack. More to come. So
incredible, incredible work.
stay in touch, everybody, and let's keep connecting. And yeah, we're it's a benevolent takeover instead of a hostile takeover.
Thank you so much, Megan. It's such a privilege to be on with you.
Thanks, Dave. Total privilege. All right. See you later, everybody. See you on Monday. And I'll see you on Substack. Okay. Bye.
Bye, everybody.